What is up, my fellow gamers? In today's video, we are going over all of the classes in the brand new mobile game global launch for Revelation M. Like and sub for more amazing gaming content. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different classes to go over, and I'm going to tell you which one I'm choosing. Really cool thing about this game, and I know a lot of people are always complaining about this, there is no gender lock for the classes. So no matter what class you pick, you can choose male or female. I know that's a huge thing when it comes to MMORPG games. So first class we have is the swordmage. This is going to be one of your top tier damage dealing classes in the game. It is the second highest damage output. The type of damage you're going to be doing is magic attack damage. And from there we have two different versions we can choose from. We have the pyro and the Cairo. Pyro is going to be straight damage, and then the Cairo is if you want to have more speed along with CC skills. The downside to this class is you are going to absolutely burn through your MP super duper fast. You also have the lowest HP in this game. You also don't really have any defensive skills either. So this is kind of like the glass cannon class where you're just going to be going in there just doing tons of damage. The other downside to it is that this class is kind of more recommended for people who are going to be kind of spending money. This isn't, I would say, a free to play friendly class because you really have to put some money into this game to get the true potential out of this and have that maximum damage output. All right, next class we have is the paladin. Now this is going to be your big frontliner tank defensive unit. Does melee attack damage and has the highest HP and the highest defense out of all the classes. For the earth type, it's going to be straight tank for more of a damage frontliner. Then you have the thunder faction over here as well, where you'll see we get a little bit more increase in your damage for sacrificing your survivability. This class also possesses really good CC and debuff effects as well. This is definitely a class that is a must when it comes to team battles. You pretty much are always going to need a paladin in your group. The biggest downside to the paladin class is if you choose this, once you do get to late game, you're gonna notice with the paladin you really lack damage output. And you're really going to suffer when it comes to trying to do any type of solo content. End game, playing as a paladin class, you really have to be constantly pairing up with other live players who are more damage dealers. Next up we got is the Spirit Shaper. This is your traditional healer, healing effects, supporting effects, and this is by far the easiest class to play. For Natura, we have straight healing, and then if you go to the Anima, it is more damage based. This class has really good CC, but also can remove debuffs, making it a very important class for PvP team battles. Real cool thing about the Spirit Shaper also is that it has a self-revive and can revive allies as well. The downside to the Spirit Shaper is you have really low speed. I mean, I would say the Spirit Shaper is the slowest class in this game. You also really lack damage. Again, trying to do any kind of solo dungeon or solo gameplay, you're really going to struggle with the Spirit Shaper. Next one we got is the Blade Master. Now this is pretty much kind of like your assassin class where it has very high burst damage. In fact, this is the highest damage dealing class in the game. The Blade Master is good for pretty much all content, which is one big benefit. You can do solo content, you can do team content, doesn't matter. You're really not going to struggle with any type of content in this game with that Blade Master class. We have Valor and we have Vigor. The only difference is Valor is if you're going straight all damage, and then Vigor, you're going to see that we sacrifice some damage and we get a lot more crowd control abilities, and we also increase our survivability as well. The Blade Master also has some really awesome AoE skills. The biggest downside to the Blade Master is that it's very difficult to play. And because of that, a lot of the skills are very like combo oriented. So you really have to be trying to dodge the boss's attacks and stuff like that. You really have to be like kind of focused in on the game. And the final class we have is the occultist. And this is the one that I am going to choose. I think this one is absolutely amazing. Now, it is another one that is extremely difficult to play, but you actually have two different combat modes. you have a light and dark combat mode. You'll kind of see it if you look at this screen where we have one side where it's dark and then the other side is light. This class has over 21 skills because of the two different combat modes it has. By far, I would say the most versatile class in this game because you have healing, you have damage, you pretty much have a little bit of everything checked off built into this class. So you're not really weak in any category, but you're not also like super broken in one category either. Like, you're not going to out damage a blade master with the occultist. You're also not going to like out tank or out heal a paladin or a spirit shaper. The two versions we have are sacred and cursed. If you take a look at the difference, sacred, we have more healing and survivability if we want to be more of like a team player. And then if we are doing solo combat and we don't have anyone teamed up with us, we can go cursed for a more damage heavy output. One of the other downsides to this class is that it's magic based, so you're gonna burn through MP very, very fast. So this is the class that I'm choosing because I think this is just like fits my play style, and I like that I can kind of be a team player if I want, or if I'm just playing by myself, I don't have to worry about having low damage output. That is all the classes. Choose the one that is right for your play style. Stay happy, stay safe, and I'll see y'all later. Peace.